I'd like to say a few words on these parshas of Shavuot in English. The Indian is that we have to share responsibility with someone else. We see the other person has troubles, other person his life goes hard, he's got an illness, his mother fell down, and she needs help. Even if we can't help the other person, because we don't know how to help them, we can't be doctors, we don't know doctors, we don't know nothing, but we have to think about the other person, at least call him up on the phone and say, really, that's what happened. How can I help you? How can I help your children? How can I help your father? How can I do something for you? Going to the person's feet, that the other person should realize that Bemet, it disturbs you that this person goes through such a hard time. His wife's not well, his children is not well, he can't pay for his water bill, he has problems in his house, his children went off the way, or the person faket, opposite, the person's making chasna. Why, I'm so happy for you that you're marrying off your son. It's such a simcha for me that Baruch Hashem, what can I do for you? How can I help you? How can I be with you completely from the beginning until the end? That's what we see on this week's Seder. This week's Seder, Parshas HaShavua, Parshas Shmois, Moshe Rabbeinu got brought up in the house of Paroi. Moshe Rabbeinu could have said, what do I care about Am Yisrael? The Am Yisrael is going through soils. What does that disturb me? No. Of course, we see differently. Moshe Rabbeinu disturbs him. The Medrash brings down that Moshe Rabbeinu went outside, he went to the field, and he lifted up the stones, and he lifted up the cement and the sand, and the bricks, and the water, and everything. And he told his brothers, how can I help you? Let me be with you. Imoy onoichi betzoro, like the Pasuk says in Tehillim, Imoy onoichi betzoro, or another Pasuk says in Yeshayahu, B'chol tzorosov lo yitzor, Yeshaya Samach Gimel, that every tzor which a Yid has, Kava Yochel HaKadosh Baruch Hu, has got the same tzoro. Yisrael v'oraisa v'kudshe b'chuchatu, any neshama which a Yid has, any schwerkeit, any hardkeit which we have, since our neshama is a battery, and this battery comes from this electricity, comes from Kava Yochel HaKadosh Baruch Hu, as anything we do, Kava Yochel HaKadosh Baruch Hu knows what we are going through, what's going through with us, and how we feel. It's hard. Kava Yochel HaKadosh Baruch Hu also feels in the schwerkeit, in this hardship which we go through. Moshe Rabbeinu davened for Am Yisrael. Moshe Rabbeinu saw the tzara, saw the Eish Tzora Yaakov, Eish Tzora which the children of Yaakov Avinu, which Am Yisrael, the Shvotim, the Bnei Shvotim, the children, the grandchildren, which we are going through in the midbar, that the women have the babies in the field. Today a woman has a baby in the hospital. It doesn't have a baby, even though she has a baby at home, but the baby is born in a comfortable bed, in a comfortable place. He's not born in the street. In the times of when the Am Yisrael was in the fields over there, the Mitzi came along and they beat them up, they beat up the Jewish person. So could you like to sit in the Rambam, Hoven is Chak Moloi. The Rambam asked the question here, Shuva, why did HaKadosh give Makkos to the Mitzrayim? Why? There's a Gzera. There had to be Abba Mot Shana, Be'eretz Lo Lahem, there had to be Yitzhak in Mitzrayim 400 years. The answer is, who are you to press the button? Who are you to hit the Jew? Who are you to beat him up? What they did to Am Yisrael, that's what the Rambam says, Hoven is Chak Moloi. Who are you to take children, put them in the water, put them in the bricks, put them in the walls instead of stones, to do Achzorius, Lemale Medech HaTeva, like the Nazis in Machshamam, which did things which is, we can't even think of what they did. Why? Because even most people which came out of the Auschwitz, they don't want to talk about it, because they don't remember what they saw, like the story goes of Yid, which once when we saw a stone, he used to run away. A story goes, a Yid once saw a whole a rock somewhere, he ran away. So a Yid asked other Yid, why do you run away when you see these stones? They said, this reminds me of what happened in the times of the Nazis. What happened in the times of the Nazis? What did they do? They took Yidden, they took them to about 150 stairs. Each Yid should stand on a stair holding a brick, the other way around, not Kilu facing down, facing upwards, and they pushed from the top one Yid with holding a heavy stone, pushed him down, and it went like dominoes, and everyone fell down. Whoever died, died. Whoever didn't die, they shot them. And one Yid was there. He saw these stones. He saw the bricks. He thought it's even there was a story over here, and that's all. He thought that he couldn't take it. They brought him back memories, bad memories of what happened. Am Yisrael goes to Tzoris Tzoris. Moshe Rabbeinu disturbed him that Am Yisrael is going through such a tzorah. Moshe Rabbeinu, like the Torah Dvar says, if a person has a tzorah, a person has got a shvekheit, a person goes through some hard time, and he looks at the other person. He davens for the other person. He takes in mind of the other person. He can't take it. The other person is suffering. That's the Torah Dvar says in Perek Dalet, that a person says, "Mipnei ma zocher Moshe le'mo'oi poni ba'olam hazeh," because the Torah Dvar says, "Mipnei she'oser retzono shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu." ומתענח על כבודו של הקדוש ברוך הוא. It disturbed him of the tzor which HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going through. And the Torah really all carries on saying, וכן כל חוכם וחוכם בישראל, every wise person of Am Yisrael, שיש בו דברי תורה לאמיתוי, he has דברי תורה, and הוא מתענך על כבודו, and he cries on the kavod of Kodesh Baruch Hu, and the kavod of Am Yisrael, what Am Yisrael is going through, and the kavod of also Yerushalayim and the Beis Hamikdash and the Yeshua, and he cries of the sorrows which Am Yisrael is going through, then miyat comes on this person Ruach HaKodesh. So this person disturbs him, what Am Yisrael is going through. This parashat SHEMOT, parashat Shmois, we see that Moshe Rabbeinu went with Am Yisrael. Even though Moshe Rabbeinu was the Manik and he ran away, they came to Midian, he was a Kush, they came to Midian, isn't he in jail, like the Pikin to Rabbi Lezer brings down, he came out of it. He went back to Mitzrayim and he davened for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That's a Manik Amiti. Manik Amiti disturbs him on Klal Yisrael. As Lav Davka Manik, every Yid, Kol Yisrael Arivim Zebezeh, says also the Yonis in Abishitz, that every Yid should disturb him when the other Yid has got a tzorah, when the Am Yisrael goes to Bayot, goes to Shvekaitan. That's what is a emistic Yid. That's how our davening is all Loshen Rabin, Rafa'enu, Ra'enu V'Yenu, Shema Kolenu, Chotsu Achim Olenu. Everything goes to Loshen Rabin because it disturbs us, the tzorah and the matzav and the shvekheit of the other Yid. That's what we see from this parashat SHEMOT, parashat Shmois, to tell us that Kol Yisrael Arivim Zeh B'zeh. Have in mind your neighbor. Have in mind the guy on top of you. Have in mind the guy next to you in shul. He doesn't come to shul for the last 3 days. What's wrong with him? He doesn't come to the Daf Yom Yishir for the last 2 weeks. What happened to him? He's not well. Why doesn't he come? You call him up. You send him an email. You say, Rabbi Moshe, where are you? Why don't you come? Yeah, I can't come. I don't feel well. So this person which is at home knows that you think about him, that makes him come back to Bezat Hashem. That's Achdus, Am Yisrael, Midah Keneged Midah. We think about the other person, also HaKadosh Baruch Hu will think about us and answer our tefillas Bezat Hashem, because it all goes together of Kol Yisrael Arivim Zeh B'zeh.